Many polyglots claim that input is key. If you've been following me, you know I couldn't agree more. The comprehensible input method felt like cheating when I discovered it for Italian. It was like, it really blew my mind. The thing though is, where do you find the right input? We have information overload nowadays, and sometimes it can be tricky to find the right input. By the way, if you know any great channels for specific languages, please leave a comment below so that we can all help each other. Today I want to focus on this topic: where can we find good input? This is what I'm going to talk about. Thanks a lot to my patrons, Ko-Fi supporters. If you become a patron starting from €5 a month, you can access more than 11 Catalan videos and much more coming, of course, and you will help me continue with this project. That being said, thank you very much, and let's get started. Input is everywhere. Instead of asking where to find it, I think the better question is, which kind of input will get you further? Sure, you can read ads you see while riding the bus, or the label on your shampoo bottle. Side note, I actually love doing that, especially if the label is in different languages. Do you also do that? But for most people, it's not very exciting. So one of the big keys is to find input that is compelling and interesting to you. Not everyone has the same interest, so you gotta sort of know yourself and find the input that really gets you excited. If you're passionate about history, get your hands on historical novels, magazines, specialized websites. If you love environmentalism, join a Facebook group, enroll in a newsletter, which, by the way, I think newsletters are amazing because you keep receiving them without thinking about it. So it sort of automatizes your learning process. You get the drill. You gotta be really passionate about the input you're using. And if you're using such materials and understand 80–90% or more of what you're reading, hearing, etc., then there's probably no need for adapted material for you. But what if you don't feel ready to read books or watch movies in your target language on your own? You've tried it out, but you feel lost. That has happened to me with Swedish and Russian, and it's quite frustrating, isn't it? Ling takes you by the hand and helps you work on real content by providing guidance, making your learning process faster and a lot more enjoyable. In my eyes, the best feature of the app is the import functionality. It's quite unique and it helps you turn almost anything into a lesson. You can take YouTube videos with subtitles, podcasts with transcripts, news articles, ebooks, or even Netflix shows. With the Ling browser extension, importing content is just one click away. LingQ pulls the transcript, audio, and text to create interactive lessons instantly. This means that you can study the exact content that interests you, making language learning more engaging and effective. As you can see, I can take LingQ with me wherever I go, or I can use it from the comfort of my couch. I love that the app stays synced with my desktop account so that my progress is seamless. Plus, the mobile app supports offline reading, which is perfect when I'm on the go without internet connection. Sometimes the small things make a huge difference, and that's the case with the interactive reader. This feature lets you hover over words to see translations and audio pronunciations instantly. And one more thing I wanted to tell you, I didn't know about it myself until recently, but Ling has its own AI. AI is being hyped everywhere, I know. It also took me forever to get started with AI, but to be honest, now I use it almost daily, also for language learning. So why not give it a try? Try out LingQ today. Use my link below to get an extra discount, and you can also try it out for free for the first 7 days. When it comes to input, people want to know whether it's better to read or listen to an audio or watch something. Should we use transcripts? Should we use subtitles? Yes or no? As a rule of thumb, if you're a beginner, I think the best is to use both. So to listen and to read at the same time. You can use videos with subtitles, you can use audios with transcripts, and I think that's the best way to go. The danger of only reading at the beginning could be that you have no idea how the pronunciation actually is, and you learn it in a wrong way because of assumptions. And if you only listen but are not reading at the same time, it could happen that it's too difficult to understand. But of course, this is very personal, so maybe something works for you, like only reading or only listening, so it's just my perspective. Also, in my eyes, if your goal is communicating, speaking to people, I think the best way to go is to focus more on listening, and also at some point dropping the subtitles, dropping the transcripts, because you want to get as close to real life as possible. But of course, you can also combine it. What I do right now, for instance, for Swedish, I listen to adapted podcasts sometimes, and I listen to podcasts for native speakers. I just don't listen to both of them with the same expectations. For instance, for the adapted materials, my expectation is to practice a little bit and to understand almost everything. And for the non-adapted podcast, my expectation is, okay, can I get to understand the general message? And I'm not getting obsessed with the specific words I don't understand. It's just more about the general understanding. And I feel like this trains my brain better than just listening to adapted material. But also, if I would just listen to specific things for native speakers only, maybe I would get frustrated. So I like combining them. So sometimes I'm feeling a little bit lazy, and sometimes I'm feeling up for a challenge. So depending on how I'm feeling, I will choose one or the other. And you could also use a material several times in different ways. So the first time you watch it without subtitles and you just try to understand the general message. Then you can watch it again with subtitles. You can look up words you don't know, etc. So you can watch it several times and just without subtitles, etc. Maybe in different days. So for instance, you watch it today without subtitles and tomorrow with subtitles, and 2 days after again without subtitles. This can be boring though. I don't do this because I find this super boring, but maybe it's something that works for you. Finally, I would like to recommend some resources that I've been using or that I've heard of. And you can also add more to this list in the comments below. I think this will be really helpful. I've chosen 3 for each language, and looking forward to your comments. So for Swedish, of course, Simple Swedish Podcast, also Let's Svenska med Oscar, and also Svenska med Anastasia. Those are like my top 3. For Italian, I'm super grateful for Italiano Automatico. That's actually what helped me get started in the first place with the natural approach, comprehensible input methods, so I'm super thankful. There's also Italiano in 7 minuti, Piazza Square Italiano, and many more, but I don't want to get this list too huge, so just 3 of them. Just add more in the comments if you want. For Catalan, of course, Couch Polyglot. I have a podcast, I have YouTube videos, but there are also other creators. For instance, Easy Catalan is very popular, or CATALAN Natural, which is also using the natural approach. But of course, you should prioritize my resources. No, I'm joking. For Spanish, I also have some videos, though I haven't focused so much on them lately. There's also Español con Juan. I've heard it's pretty good. Dreaming Spanish. We had an interview with him, and also Español con Maria. So those 3 I've heard of, and I think they're good, yeah. And for French, I have personally used French Mornings with Elisa and Piece of French a lot. And many years ago, I used Français avec Pierre a lot. It would be amazing if you can share your favorite creators below. Also, I would love to know, how do you use input? What have you thought about the different tips I've given? What do you specifically do? I would love to know. Thanks a lot to everyone watching and all my supporters, and hope to see you very soon. Bye bye!